Guys, you don't want to miss it. We're going to be fitting a big gay wing.
That's a good one!
Here we are. How beautiful is this? There's a number of, well, I don't want to say number. There is definitely one particular wing that everyone fits. It's made by BYC. I fitted one of the wings to Audi TT. If you want to see it, link is in the description. I wasn't happy with the way they positioned their bracket. Essentially, that's where it's attached to. It's okay if your boot is metal, I suppose. Mine is plastic, fiberglass. They say that they can put like some spreader plates on the back, but I personally don't think it will be good enough for my application, because I want something quite special. Let me show you. I want a fully adjustable DRS wing. Yes, you heard it. A DRS wing on a Clio. I haven't seen it done on a Clio. In fact, I haven't seen it done on many cars, to be honest with you. Either people are not documenting it, or they've tried it, it doesn't work, and that's why you don't see it, because people don't want to be embarrassed, like, oh, look what we've done, it's crap. Obviously things like this, the DRS exists on the Formula 1 cars, but I'm not pretending for 1 second that I'm trying to build a Formula 1 car. I just want the ability to lower the wing on the straights, to reduce drag, so I can achieve more speed. Actually, it would be really interesting to test. For example, at Bedford, they have a really long straight. I'll definitely test it with the wing at full attack, full downforce, maximum speed, and then I'll obviously lower it and do it that way. I have a draggy little dongle that measures all of the speeds and acceleration and stuff like that, and at least we'll get a really clear picture whether it's even worth it. You know, if we will increase the speed by up to 10 miles an hour on a straight, that is significant. That is significant. I don't know. I just want to have another button on the steering wheel. Is the actuator I'm going to be using. It's the finest eBay jobby. This one is actually 200 newtons. 30 mil per second. It actually may be not the fastest one, and maybe it's not gonna work. It has a 100 mil throw. I'm not gonna need 100 by my calculations. I think I will need 60. So basically this will raise it to 60 in about 2 seconds, which at 120 miles an hour speed is roughly 100 meters. I have a feeling it's not fast enough. But I bought this in December and they were quite expensive. I think, well, actually no, not compared to, to the ones that you can actually buy from reputable shops. Paid 60 quid for both of them. I don't really want to go and buy another one, so I will try with these if they work. If it's too slow, I know they have much faster actuators. Maybe I don't even need 60 mil. Maybe I can actually do with 30 or 40, then it's 1 second, then it's only 50 meters. 50 meters is still a fair distance, but as it will raise it gradually, it will gradually reduce the downforce. Yeah. This is definitely one of those moments where I measured 20 fucking times and cut only 3 times. What I'm gonna try and do is make brackets like that. So the rose joint of the wing that is right there on the end is not actually, because originally it was planned to be like that, but I feel it will be only 1 point of contact to the inner skin. So I either make a little spreader plate, but then it will be too deep, so I would need to cut too much of this. Also, I kind of want it to be a bit further out, the spoiler. So I think this would work really well. 5mm steel. I mean, they're not gonna weigh that much because they're pretty small, but I don't think weight is a really deciding factor here. And then we can have 3 bolts, one there, one there, one there. So it's firmly attached to this one, and because it's double skinned, it kind of goes all the way around. So this is definitely one of the stronger parts. I need some reinforcement for the wing, the lower mount, obviously where the pivot, the main pivot is going to be. So we're gonna make a reinforcing plate, we're gonna bend it, make a cutout. That's where lost the word.
1 hour later.
God damn it. Bell crank lever. That's what I'm using. The idea is to have it like this. So obviously that one will weld to this bracket. So the whole bracket on the side for the top and the lower will be as one piece. And this way I will spread the load. It will be 4 bolts here, 3 bolts at the top. The cutout for the bell crank lever to go up and down. And it will be a pinion on this side. So yeah, need to make them. Yeah, making Wolverine claws. Wow. Then are really Wolverine claws. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Now we need to bend them. Right here where I marked it. And to do that, we're gonna use a really cool tool. I'm so excited that I have it now. Yes! It's a bender for your vise. It's magnetic. Slots in like that. Then you position your work like that, and then you wind it, and boom, boom, you end up with perfect angles like this. And the reason why we did all this is that this goes in like that. Obviously a little tack at the top, a couple of bolts here and there, but this will very nicely reinforce the whole spoiler assembly. If you're fed up with all this coronavirus bullshit, why not subscribe to my channel? I have plenty of content, some car reviews, and I'm building a race car, supposedly the fastest one in the UK, so subscribe! So now we need to make a bell crank arm, lever, whatever you want to call it. So I've made a few different designs and workings and stuff. I think I'm just going to go for a simpler one like this, with a little lip there, just to add a bit more strength. I want it to be adjustable, so I can actually adjust the rate of actuator speed versus distance and stuff like that. In order to do that, if you have a basic laws of physics, I guess, engineering, physics, anyways, if you have equal distances, then the motion transferred from the shaft will be equal to the motion coming out of the bell crank. So if this is 9 centimeters, 9 centimeters, this will be even. So if this moves 20 mil, then the spoiler will move 20 mil. I need to be able to adjust that because those actuators, they have some limiting stops inside. The original one was 100 mil, so I actually took it all apart, resoldered it, and made it so it goes 21 mil. 21 mil might be a bit too much because I need a difference of 4.5 degrees between up position and down position. In order to achieve the adjustment that I need, I want to put a rose joint in here. By doing so, as you can see on this picture, I'll be able to adjust that distance. So it would be able to go from 9 shorter, and basically that will create a bigger movement and faster speed, or longer, this will be slower speed but less movement. I don't think speed would matter that much because we're only moving about 20 mil and this actuator does 30 mil per second. So it will be under a second, half a second, and I think it should work. So we're gonna cut this bit out. I already made a few markings. Then on the lathe I'm gonna make a thingy bob like that. Actually, you can easily just buy that, obviously, but why if I have a lathe? And then this will be welded on there, and then this will be able to be adjusted. Also, I'm gonna make a little pinion because I bought some of those really fancy bearings. They are really thin, and obviously I want it to be nice and smooth. So this will be in between the chassis brackets and the thing, and it will sit on a pin. So it's a 10 mil in diameter. It will have like a flat surface on the back, and it will be secured with bolts like that. So theoretically it should give me smooth motion, and it will be nice and tight on there. So yeah, let's get cracking. Little tip: if you need to make two identical parts, obviously you cut them sort of roughly, and then what you do, you put one on top of another and you tack weld it on the seams somewhere, and that way you can drill them at the same time, and you know that the hole is going to be in exactly the same position. You can grind them smooth around the corners. For example, here you see I need a nice radius. It would be impossible to do both of them exactly the same separately. So like that, you see, like here for example, once I tack it and grind it all together, they will be identical, basically mirror finished.